I had reached your doorsteps. Poem written by G. Allana or Ghulam Ali Allana. The poet was born in 1906 and died in 1985. It's a very beautiful poem with wonderful meaning, and once you understand the meaning of this poem, you will never be worried about how to follow the path of Almighty Allah, because it actually reveals the philosophy of following the path of Almighty Allah in a very simple and easy to understand way. He says that I lost the scroll of instructions you gave to guide me to the door of your house. Now I lost the scroll of instructions. So what is the scroll of instructions that Almighty Allah has given to people? It is, of course, His revealed books and the sayings and doings of His prophets, particularly the sayings and doings of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the last prophet of Almighty Allah. So how can you lose it? The question is, because it is always there with you in the form of book. So how can a person lose them? So simply, when you are too much involved in the world, when you are too much indulged in the world, then you certainly forget all these things, and by forgetting them you also lose them, because the world actually captures your mind so powerfully, so intensely, that you just find it really difficult to understand that you have to go back to this scroll of instructions and have to relate yourself or have to reconnect yourself to Almighty Allah. That is the real source of happiness and peace. So he says that I lost the scroll of instructions you gave to guide me to the door of your house. I sat in distress on life's crossroads. Now see, life's crossroads. Crossroads means a sort of situation in which you have got so many paths in front of you and you do not know which path to follow that may take you to your destination. So he says that I sat in distress, and distress, hopelessness or frustration is a logical result of being disconnected from Almighty Allah. So when you lose that scroll of instructions, when you lose your connection with Almighty Allah, you actually fall in the abyss of distress. So he says that I sat in distress on life's crossroads and asked the wayfarers and the caravans. That means so many people were passing by him on these paths that were going from these crossroads. But since he didn't have an idea, or he didn't have the surety which path to follow to reach the doorstep of Almighty Allah. So he says that, and he asked the wayfarers and the caravans to show me the way to my destination. Destination means your manzil, your destiny, the place that you want to reach. So he says that some said the way was long and tortuous. So he was on the crossroad of life and he was asking different people to tell him which path goes to the doorsteps of Almighty Allah. So some said the way was long and tortuous. You had said it's short and delectable. Others opined it was narrow, winding and uphill. You had said it is straight and universal. So see how different people have different ideas about the path of Almighty Allah. People who do not want to follow the path of Allah, they always come up with the reason that we are unable to follow it simply because it's very long, it's very tortuous, it's very narrow, winding and uphill. It's not easy to follow, it's not easy to traverse. So he says that some say the way was long and tortuous. You had said it is short and delectable. But Almighty Allah says that He knows that His human beings that He has created are very weak. So He has made His path very short and delectable. He has tried to create ease in this world for human beings. Others opined means other actually gave their opinion. Others opined it was narrow, winding and uphill. You had said it is straight and universal. Universal means it is the path that everybody must follow. Or universal also means something that had been same in the past and in the present and is same for everyone in every part of the world. That's what is called universal. So he says that you had said it is straight and universal. They shouted it is the dream of bigoted fanatics. Bigoted means somebody who does not listen to any logic, listen to any reason, and always tries to impose his opinion upon other people. Fanatic means also a person who is too much stubborn and obdurate and does not listen to the ideas of other people. So they shouted, it is the dream of bigoted fanatics. You had said it is the ultimate reality in a world that is worth but a moment. That means this path is the real thing. If somebody traversed this path, if somebody followed this path, he actually reached the reality. Otherwise, as far as this world is concerned and all the other things that the people follow in this world, that the people run after in this world, are just dreams and shadows. It is a world that is worth but a moment. Worth but a moment means also it's a very short-lived world, and the life of a human being, life of a person is even shorter in this world. So when he passes his whole life and he looks back upon the beginning of his life, he feels that he actually has lived in this world only for a day or two. So that is why he says that in a world that is worth but a moment. Worth means price. That means the real price of this world is only a moment. And I believe that that moment is the moment in which you remembered your Almighty Allah and you actually connected yourself to Him. Then you came and handed me the chart. Handed me the chart means you gave me the guidance. You showed me the way to my destination. Then you came. That means then Almighty Allah Himself came and handed me the chart. I found I was sitting at the very gate, not knowing I had reached your doorsteps. So again, there you see, Almighty Allah says in the Holy Quran that if somebody wants to come to my path, I will show him my path. So first the niyat, first the irada, or the real intention is the most important thing. If you are willing to follow the path of Almighty Allah, and if your intention is true, then surely Almighty Allah will take you to that path very easily. But if you are not willing, then Almighty Allah will let you live the way you want to live. So he says that not knowing I had reached your doorstep. So again, the simple message of this poem is that you just live for Allah and do everything for Allah as per the guidance given by Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you are on Allah's way. And this is the most important achievement of a person in this world, the pleasure of Almighty Allah, that Almighty Allah has accepted him. When you actually feel that you have won the pleasure of Almighty Allah and Almighty Allah has accepted you, then you feel in your heart that peace, that happiness for which you had been accumulating all the worldly pleasures, all the worldly things that you had seen in this world. Because earlier on you were believing that perhaps these things will give you the pleasure, but later on you found the secret that no, the real peace is in the remembrance of Almighty Allah, in being connected with Almighty Allah. The real peace, the real happiness is in a sensation that Allah is always with you, and you are also trying to live every moment of your life to please Almighty Allah, and every work of your life, every action of your life is just to make Him happy. As the poet says, आँख उठे तेरे लिए, खुलते हैं लब तेरे लिए, मेरा जीना मेरा मरना मेरे रब तेरे लिए, और मेरी बाकी उम्र के दिन है कितने कीमती, मेरा हर लम्हा बसर होता है अब तेरे लिए. So when a person finds out this ultimate reality of the world, then he becomes actually happy. So this is a simple philosophy of this poem as well, that if you want to follow the path of Almighty Allah, then Allah Himself will come and will show you that path. You only need to have a true intention. The genuine intention has to be there, and Almighty Allah will show you that path. And the simple secret is just live for Almighty Allah. Just look upon each and every action and just try to make Allah the center of each and every action. That you are doing all these things simply to make Almighty Allah happy. May Allah also help us to live in that way. Thank you.